thank you everyone for coming. I hope you guys all are well fed, and if not, there's plenty of more. You're gonna go back and get some. But thank you for coming today for our winter basketball banquet. I feel like I'm getting credit for this. It was an exciting season. These girls are always wonderful to hang out with. We did pretty good. I was very happy with this team. First of all, I'd just like to thank all of you guys for, we have the best parents. I say that every season because we truly do. The support system that we have for these girls is amazing, and I just am very, very grateful for that. We have a great support staff under administration, Mr. Lopez, Swagger, Mrs. Bridges, Ms. O. Thank you for always scorekeeping the games. You know, you're a vital part of it. To the girls. Hey. Yes. This is a great group.
It's the best group.
I could not have asked for a better group of girls. Sixth graders, we had a small sixth grade group, but they're very solid. They're great because their attitudes, when they came out, so willing to work hard. And once they start growing a little more, it's going to be awesome. But the fact that they came out, and it can be intimidating as a sixth grader to be amongst all these bigger eighth graders that they see all around campus, and the cool kids, eighth graders, nonetheless. It can be intimidating, but they came out and they tried their best and they worked hard, and I could not ask, so thank you, sixth graders, for not being intimidated. Eighth graders. Wow, like, I've known you for a little while now. For a little while. So, these girls have my heart. They truly do. And it makes me sad that this is my last sport with them. But I am so grateful to have you and watch you grow up. And I just want to make sure the parents know, as well as you know, the reputation that you guys have created for yourself on this campus, amongst other students, amongst your teachers, is amazing. You are role models. You help the younger kids. You're great people. That is your reputation you're leaving behind, and you deserve every bit of it. So please continue to take that with you as you go into high school. Basketball, we don't have true basketball players on the team. That's what makes it so good. We don't have someone that's 5 years club basketball players. There might be 5-year club soccer players. Softball. But no true basketball players. There's no true basketball, but they came in every day with one common goal. It's just to get better day by day. And they did it, and they worked together, and they're a team. And I am gonna miss you guys so very much. But thank you for being such great role models, especially to our young players. So thank you. And last but not least, I would like to thank this man right here. He has been a godsend. I am so grateful to have him for his immense basketball knowledge, but his passion that he gives to coaching, and especially to the girls. It's just, he loves it. We both love it. It doesn't feel like work to us because you guys make it that way, but Mr. Brennan, thank you so much for that.
I'll just reiterate what Coach Ortiz said. Thank you guys for letting us coach your kids and trusting us with them for 4 days a week for an hour and a half. They're the best group. And doors are open. This is my favorite team I've coached here. And I say that because from the 6th grade to the 8th grade, your attitude every day is positive. And I know we're tired some days, we come in a little slower, but it's the best. It's a joy to come in. It's not work for us. And I love basketball. It's my favorite sport. That's my thing. And you girls, you make it fun. I love playing with you. It's been a joy. And like she said, it's going to be a bummer you're gone. I look forward to you two coming back next year. We have a lot of fun stuff ahead of us too. So why don't we talk about the girls? That's why we're here, right? All right, let's do it. First, one of our fearless 6th graders. I say fearless because being a first-time middle schooler along with playing middle school sport, which is 4 days a week. It's a big commitment. I also say fearless in the fact of joining a group of spirited 8th grade girls, and also for you making it to the end of the season. Fearless can easily describe our first player. She may not be the biggest, but we will tell you, whether in practice or a game, she was never intimidated of her competition. As her fellow teammates loved having her on the team, she also embodies what a great teammate is. We love her eagerness to play, but also appreciate her patience for her moment. She always shows a willingness to learn and a want to get better. And Coach Ortiz and I are looking forward to seeing her in the near future. B, come on up.
All right, our next player, another first-year player. She's one of our very few kids that actually plays basketball outside here, and you could tell she's starting to grow a love for the game, and it makes me super excited to have at least one. We got at least one basketball player that wants to play, so I'm super excited to see her passion growing for that. I remember a moment with this player, I believe it was before the Heritage Christian game. We were short on players, so I pulled her aside before the game and I was like, hey look, I know you got some intensity in you, I know you can be aggressive, you know. I need you to take charge this game. I want you to take charge, play with the confidence that I know you have inside of you. And she's like, okay coach. She went in and it was an amazing game to watch her play. She took charge. You could see this leader emerging from her, and it makes me so excited to see that growing within her. And I got a glimpse of it, so now I'm gonna expect a lot more of it, and I know she can live up to it for sure. She's a great person. I'm looking forward to the years coming. Aria.
All right, on to our 8th grade. Our first player up is one of our 2 captains, and she definitely shows it. I believe she really loves representing her school. She's a 3rd-year player. She's a great all-around athlete. She improved her offensive game, but her killer defense remained the same. She hit our lone 3-pointer of the year. Her attitude at practice and in games and with her team, I could say it about everyone, you're all great teammates, but we'll miss having you on the court, Riley.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alright, next player, she's a 3rd-year player, one of our other captains. This young lady is very mature for her age, very athletic, and what I love most is super dedicated to whatever she's doing. It's a great quality to have. Now, with that, she's a little bit hard on herself because she expects perfection of herself so she can be better for her team, and she puts all this pressure on her. But I just wish she could see herself through our eyes. Just for a minute so she knows, hey, it's gonna be fine. And she does such a great job of encouraging other people. If they make a mistake, she's there encouraging them, building them up. I hope she learns how to do that for herself more and more. And just to remember that mistakes in sports go away as quickly as they come. You gotta let it go, and there's more to the game. Because once you learn that, you're gonna be unstoppable, girl. Mind's a huge thing in sports, and she has an amazing mind, and she has amazing ability, and you have so many people who support you and will tell you the truth. Trust us that, hey, you're gonna do great. You're already doing great. And I hope you keep that leadership, keep that positive energy towards others, focus more on yourself as well. Stay healthy. Stay healthy in all you do. And I could talk about her for hours and hours, but Hi, Nani. I care about you a lot. I'm gonna miss you so much, and thank you for everything you brought to this
Next, we have a 2-year player. Another positive attitude. One of the best teammates. I hear your voice constantly throughout the games, whether you're on the bench or you're yelling on the court, you're a great teammate. And to me, that's one of the best traits to have in sports. She has a quiet voice, but as the season went along, she definitely showed an aggressiveness and toughness on the court. We embrace that she wants to get better. She asks a lot of questions. She wants to know what she's doing wrong. Another, once again, great all-around athlete. Another pleasure to coach for all these years. Elizabeth.
All right. Our next one, a 2-year player. I begged and begged and begged for her to come out. She played 6th grade year, took a break in 7th. From 7th grade on, I begged her. I made them beg her just to come out, just because of who she is. She's like, Coach, I don't play basketball. I said, do you know how tall you are? But not only that, she has the height, but she's just athletic. She's great. Again, she's super dedicated to whatever she puts her mind to. She asks the questions. She wants to get better. She's very mature. She has a great sense of humor. We can joke around. Me and Coach Brennan will say something off to the side, and she'll be like, I know what you're talking about. Relax, girl. But she's a great teammate. Always had just so level-headed, so cool as a cucumber. Just right here. She gets super excited, but she's still here. And she just brings everything calm. We could be panicking with the whole team, but she just has a way to be like, okay, I'm here, and I'm gonna take care of business. And I love that so much about her. She's a soccer player, but if she wanted to play basketball, she could do it without a doubt. I am so grateful that you came out your 8th grade year, and I'm grateful to have another opportunity to coach you. So thank you so much.
Next up, another 3-year player. An understatement to say that she brought energy to every practice. An understatement. She's a true competitor, and she shows toughness on the court. That's a fact. She always made us a better team when she was out there, both offensively and defensively. And what I noticed real quick is when we'd sub you out at the end of the year, you gave us like a nasty look. But because you wanted to get back in there and you wanted to win, and we love that stuff. So I could keep going on too, but Catherine, you're a great teammate, a great athlete. We love having you. Come on.
Alright, our next player. Another 3-year player. Great attitude again. Always smiling. Always smiling. She's a great shot. It's been a pleasure to watch her get so much better over the years and be more confident in her abilities. Great person. The best thing is that she knows herself. There will be moments at practices or games where I'm like, Giselle, she'd look at me and she's like, I don't know where I went, but I'm back now. All right, so I'm focused. But she knows herself, and I love it. She's a great teammate, and she can perform. She's a great athlete. She's another one that I hope you continue basketball. I really do, because you got something there. anytime we had a timeout, anytime we had breaks, we'd say anything, we'd be like, okay, we're ready to go, and Giselle's like, I want to say something. Okay, Giselle. And she was like, you guys are great. Always positive. Always has something to say, but it was always positive. So you're like, okay, thanks, Giselle. I love you, Giselle.
Love you, Giselle!
Next up, we have one twin sister. She always brings a smile to the court. That's a given. A great attitude. Another player with a willingness to learn and ask questions. Coach Ortiz and I were always impressed with her nice soft shot and great instincts on the floor. Don't look surprised when you make it. That's the idea of it. And I know, once again, I've repeated this a lot, but another player, she's just a willingness to learn. Another good teammate is all of you. But Sammy, we love having you on the team.
It's like, not you. Early one was Jackie's.
No. All right. Another 2-year player we have. This girl, obviously we know what we're talking about. Tenacious. She's not the biggest on the court, but her aggressiveness and her hustle more than made up for it. If I were Sammy, I would never get her mad. Jackie is a pistol, I am telling you. But she does it with a smile. It's amazing. She will, there's times at practices or games, she will get in there, get scrappy, and we're like, oh, we haven't seen that aggressiveness in a while in a player at Pegasus. It's been a long time since we had a player like her. And I love it, because she will do it, she'll get in there, in the trench, and pull out the ball, and just like, I'm like, okay, you just took down 3 girls, but just walked up and smiled. It was amazing. So she's just having fun, and that's what it's about, is having fun. And she came out and had fun. She would take great shots. The best, again, I guess it's a lead trait. When you make it, they're just kind of surprised. I'm like, why are you surprised that you made it? You took a good shot. She's a great athlete, another soccer player. Great athlete, though. So happy that she was able to come out and I'm able to spend another season with her. Hey, wish you the best of luck in high school. Keep playing, keep smiling, and keep having fun at everything you do, because that is a trait that you never want to get rid of. And you're an amazing person. And thank you so much for being on the team.
All right. We have a few awards to hand out. Awards are just plastic. They're great. I say that, I'm sorry, I have to say that. Not everyone gets an award, but I think Coach would agree, the awards are not important to us. Your overall play this year, the way you girls were as a team, that's all we really care about. But anyway, we'll do an award. The first award is the Most Improved Player Award, another award I hate the name of. It's like the Leaps and Bounds trophy. Coach and I agreed it's where the player comes in day one, and at the last moment, in the last game, who made the biggest jump? You all improved, whether it was individually or on a team basis, everyone improved. That's a fact. So the player. This player decided to take the basketball season off last year, which was a bummer. But Coach Ortiz hassled her, and we were both thrilled when she decided to come out for our team. We truly thought she would be a great asset, and you were. We were impressed with her nice soft shot. We loved that she would ask questions and wanted to know what she was doing right and wrong. Funny thing is, she actually took our advice and applied it to her game. Specifically her rebounding, her team defense, and she jumped. That sounds weird. We had to teach them how to jump this year for rebounds. They thought the ball would just fall in their hands, so a lot of our practice was teaching them how to jump. We did that for them. It was a pleasure coaching you. You were one of the best I've coached. Willingness to learn and soak it all in. It was great. Sabrina? You
see what you gotta do? But they love each other, that's what matters.
We're breathing fire.
Okay. All right, moving on. This next award is for Defensive Player of the Year. This Defensive Player of the Year that we chose, it was not easy because they all played pretty good defense, but this particular player we thought was super effective defensively. Aggressive, great court vision and understanding how to anticipate where to go on defense, she's just smart in that sense, and it's pretty cool. It was great. Best help defense we've ever seen come through this program, and I say that very confidently. Been coaching basketball for a couple years now, it's been a while, but her knowledge of help defense is by far more than I've seen come through, and that's pretty amazing, considering she's not a basketball player. She's a team player, and I think that's what helps her be so good at defense. She understands she's there to help the team, so it works with her. Positive attitude. Watching her grow up, not only as a player but as a person, has been awesome because she's just a great person. Very, very coachable. Very coachable. Defense was big this year because we didn't know what type of teams we were going to face. So we're like, we have to beat everyone and out-hustle everybody on defense. That's the one thing we can do. We don't know if our shots are going to go in, but we could play defense. And she took it to heart. She did it. She's so respectful, very dedicated to the sport and to the team. She's very dedicated to everything she does as well. And I really, really, really hope that she continues to play basketball. It's always a hope. Don't know if that's going to happen. But as long as she's involved in some sport, she's going to make her team better. And defensively this year, we were very, very fortunate to have her. And I just want to say thank you. Our most offensive goes to Riley.
All right, and now we'll do our MVP of our offense. Coach and I took notice from day one how much you had improved from the previous year. I have never coached an athlete, like Coach said, who was harder on themselves than this one. That's not always a bad thing, though. For instance, this past season, you sometimes became fixated on becoming a better shooter. Once again, being a little tough on yourself. Rome wasn't built in a day. This game takes time and patience. But what I hope you did notice about yourself is the work you actually put in to get better at your dribbling, your passing, and your footwork. Your game did and still is evolving. Offense is not only about scoring points, which is a big part, but more about spacing, vision, decision-making, and making your teammates better when they're on the court. I'm happy, and I'm unhappy because she's leaving, but I'm happy to present the offensive MVP not only to a great teammate and athlete, but to a pretty darn good basketball player. Kanani.
All right. Our next award is the Coaches Award. It's an award that's given to, we agree upon, someone that's just a good person to have on the team, a good teammate to have, somebody that's an extension of us, or could be an extension of us, and just an awesome player. Since I've known this girl, she's been dedicated and passionate for any activity that she's involved in. Even when she's injured, and she gets injured quite often, she'll still show up to practice and be there for her teammates. She has a wonderful spirit, a great teammate, especially to the younger players. I think watching her develop into her personality more this year and watching her with the 6th and 7th graders that she's been around is really awesome to see. Just to see that her try to build everybody up. There was one point, I know it's basketball season, but going back to volleyball, she made it a point to learn every 6th grader's name as soon as she could to make sure that they felt comfortable. She did the same thing for basketball. She wants to make everyone around them feel good. And that is so necessary in order to have a cohesive team, to have a good team. Tons of energy. She's like little Tigger, just jumping around everywhere. And it's so funny, she has all this energy, but when she is tired, she just powers down. And you're like, are you okay? I just need a minute. And sure enough, 1 minute later, I need to go back in. Can I go back in? When can I go in? Get in, relax. But she was just like that. She just loved the game. She loved to be involved in things. I love her for it. She's just a great attitude. Very coachable, which is awesome to have. Very, very coachable. I am grateful to have coached her for these 3 years. She is definitely someone that will stick with me in my heart forever. It bums me out this is the last sport that I'm going to coach her for. But I know she's destined for great things, just because of the person she is. I want to thank you for showing up, being the person you are, and it doesn't matter what sport you play, you are far too athletic to not be in a sport. You're a great teammate, super athletic, and a great person. Keep your confidence. You'll do well in high school, and I'm going to miss you, but I thank you for all the years you played. Our coach's award goes to Kawabi. All right, so we have a, how would you call it?
Well, back in the day, what I heard was,
We used to have an actual all-star game.
yes,
That went away with. So now we just have nominated who would have played in the all-star game.
which each school still does.
Correct. We have 3,
4.
4.
One
That's
is
right,
missing because of spelling, so
Yeah.
You'll
get it later.
You'll get it at a later date.
4. Wow, now.
Our first all-star.
Giselle Jenkins.
Our second all-star.
Riley Bridges. We can play one here if you want.
Okay.
Our third. Tainani Boga. And our fourth individual, who's not here, who's messed up the name. I believe that's us on our part, right?
Yes.
So thank you again from us. You guys, I don't know if you went up. You.
Someone play basketball next week.
Kyla, you're going first.
Okay, okay.
You're going first. Yep.
I'm excited to watch the video.
Oh, speeches first. Oh my god. Riley. Someone go.
We're just gonna sit here awkwardly. There's someone gonna go.
Good job, Pegasus. Proud of you.
Go, Kayla.
This is okay.
You look great.
Okay, so I'm Kailani Bogart, and I get the privilege to talk about Coach Ortiz tonight. So I cannot express how incredible this woman is. She's changed my life in so many ways, and not just.
You got this. You're a Pegasus kid.
She has changed my life in so many ways, not just in basketball. So a short backstory: she was the PE assistant coach when I was in pre-tech. She has watched me grow up here at Pegasus and given me so much advice. One of my favorite things about Coach Ortiz is how she always supports everyone, especially her players. It didn't matter if we were winning by 10 or losing by 20, Coach Ortiz approached everything with the same positive attitude. She knew our team's potential, so she made us work this season to be the best that we could be. She let us have fun too, which really allowed all of us to bond and become closer as teammates. I know that everyone can agree that we would not have been as successful as we were without the help of Coach Ortiz. She pushed us to be our best, and we always had fun with her. We're all a huge family, and I'm so glad I was able to be a part of it. Coach Ortiz, thank you so much for convincing me in 6th grade to try out for the basketball team, even if I've never played before. You have always believed in me when I couldn't believe in myself. I cannot thank you enough for everything that you have done for me. To all of my teammates, thank you so much for all the amazing memories we had. I was playing basketball with you guys, and thank you for being
You're a hot mess.
Maybe. Alright, hi, I'm Riley, and I'm the other captain of the basketball team, and I just wanted to talk about our team in general. So our team had no 7th graders this year, which is sad, but we were privileged with three amazing 6th graders, and the rest of us 8th graders. I feel like our team works really well together, and our team is very special. The best thing is that we didn't really have to have the coaches tell us to mix up the teams. We automatically included everybody, and we just worked so well together. I was spending time with our team. The season was so great. So about our season, our first game was against Orangewood, and it wasn't very great. It was about 16 to 32 at the end, but our goal was to improve every game and every practice, and we worked really hard, and I feel like we definitely achieved that goal. We got better. We still lost some games, won some games, and we ended up in the semifinals against the same team we lost to in our first game. I feel like everyone started to lose faith in our team and started talking about how we were going to lose to Orangewood. But when we got there, Coach Brennan gave us a speech that reminded me of a quotation that Michael Jordan said. It goes, "I would tell players to relax and never think about what's at stake. Just think about the basketball game. If you think about who's going to win the championship, you've lost your focus." That quotation is almost exactly what Coach Brennan was talking about. How we kept thinking about how badly we were going to lose to Orangewood, then we wouldn't play to our full potential. I feel like that really inspired our team, so we all pulled it together during warm-ups and focus. We were definitely not going to give up before the game started. We played our hardest, and sadly we lost, but Coach Brennan helped the team so much, and I really want to thank him for everything he's done for us. All the running and passing and yelling "no idiot" dribbles helped us become better basketball players. I'm so sad this is my last year playing basketball at Pegasus, and I'll miss it so much. I'm going to miss all the amazing memories that I've had with my friends, teammates, and coaches. Coaches, thank you for spending all the time putting up with her, I don't even know what, and TikToks and stuff. Parents, thank you for all your support this season. Thank you to Miss O and Miss Lammer for running the scoreboard. And most importantly, thank you to my amazing teammates for everything. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to miss this next year. Yeah, we have a slideshow.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I've got to say something about that exciting playoff win and that little gem. It was so exciting.
Yes.
The time before they played, I don't think they'd had a point until it was 19
Right.
to nothing, and they had this obviously club plus player, and to their credit, they have great parent support. I said they ought to. I remember the first time I went there when they were up 19 to nothing, that they ought to give us come down and give us how to give us support lessons or something. And you guys, I think it was 19 to nothing before you got the first point. And it's an exciting place to play. It's this tiny little gym, one step forward and you beat them. It was really exciting game in this little gym. I mean, I'll never forget it. It was really exciting. And you guys weren't going away. They were really a good team with that. Obviously a very good player and a couple other good players, and you beat them on their court. So you can say you won with Orangewood or whatever. Yeah, they were really a good team on a huge court with a big program, but that was a thrilling game to watch. I'll never forget it in that playoff game. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Everyone have a great, you have something to say? Have a great night. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
Be safe. Girls, thank you so much again.